Hi there! Welcome to the video of my final key activity. The global issue I chose is period poverty. I chose period poverty since it's a topic not everyone knows about. Still, it affects millions of women and girls around the world. It has consequences on the economy, the society, and the environment. Personally, I believe menstruation is a natural body process that most women go through. And for a long time, it has been a matter of gender inequality. Not having access to menstrual management products is just the tip of the iceberg. Living in a culture in which you are surrounded with taboos about something you go through every month can be healthy. Likewise, I think it's absurd to consider pads and tampons a luxury product, being that we can't avoid it. Period poverty is a topic that should be more discussed and tackled. Fortunately, I have never lacked of menstrual products. However, I do lack of a lot of sexual and menstrual education, and I'm always surrounded by prejudices about my menstruation. Moreover, every single woman is affected by period poverty. We're all constantly hearing about how gross and horrible menstruation is, and we're programmed to hide it and be ashamed of it. Additionally, some of the women of low resources have an extra difficulty. They can't afford buying enough pads, tampons, and/or pills for their periods, which leads them to skip school or even their jobs and put in risk their health. For my project, I interviewed Emilia from Bogotá, Colombia, Jimena from Puebla, Mexico, Valentina from San Luis Potosí, Mexico, and Norma from Saltillo, Mexico. The four of them are super intelligent women who know a lot about the topic and definitely gave me new ideas and perspectives. First of all, I think the four of them and me have very similar perspectives, and we are all in favor of at least more visibility and lower prices. The highlights of these interactions were when Emilia told me how in Colombia, pads have no tax, and even that way, a lot of her friends and family struggle to acquire pads and tampons. Also, when Jimena talked about the period market and how companies have taken advantage of a need to gain money. She also talked about a little bit about how menstrual products are considered in Mexico a luxury product, as if menstruating was a choice. Lastly, she mentioned how hiding our periods affects negatively our self-esteem. At last, Norma is a doctor, so she gave me a very interesting perspective. She told me that approximately 5 women a month come to her asking for a medical report justifying why they skipped school or work. They skipped it because of their periods, but as we all know, periods are not a valid excuse to skip responsibilities, so they need another reason why. After the 4 conversations, I learned much more about the topic and realized how much more consequences it has. Apart from the interviews, in the student organization, Be Femina, we discussed the topic and I noticed the issue is closer than what I thought, and I really want to do something about it. So, after analyzing and studying this global issue, I propose to create a non-profit organization whose main objective is to work with major menstrual product companies, such as Tampax, Saba, and Kotex. This organization should promote the free giveaway of reusable pads to low-income girls and women. This way, reducing waste and providing a safe alternative to manage periods. Moreover, the initiative must encourage these companies to hire women in need to manufacture the products, while receiving a living wage, benefits, and free menstrual products. Besides, the main objective of the organization would be spreading education and a healthy relationship with periods. It could be by providing sexual education classes focused on periods and managing social media accounts where these topics are addressed. Ultimately, extraordinary efforts must be made to remove taxes from menstrual products completely. This can be made by organizing peaceful protests, arranging meetings with government representatives, and educating people in this manner. This proposal will impact my life since I still live in a society where something that I go through every month is gross and that shouldn't be talked about. A better sexual education and visibility would improve my relationship with my period and others' relationship with period too. This would result in safer spaces and more confidence. I would actually love to create this organization myself and, of course, be the one that contacts government representatives and menstrual products companies. By being the founder of this initiative, I would practically oversee everything, from organizing posts to organizing protests. Of course, I would need a team because I can't do it all myself. And lastly, the positive and negative impacts of the proposal. In the society aspect, the positive impact is that society will be more informed and educated on the topic, creating a healthier and more respectful culture. In the negative aspect, a lot of people would not agree with what I propose, and there would be a lot of resistance. Regarding economy, the positive impacts is that women will have access to a dignified job, and more women will have access to pads and tampons. On the negative aspect, maybe menstrual companies and government would lose some money, but really not that much. And lastly, in the environmental aspect, positively, if we give away reusable pads and promote the use of these, there will be less waste and contamination. But on the other side, as the proposal still includes selling disposable products, millions of pads and tampons would still be manufactured and thrown away every year. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Women's